We got it. We here. Tech fun here at the Next Fitness Show. I'm going to go ahead. We had a little tech issue, so we're kind of starting the show all over again. We were here and people couldn't see us, so I think we've got that straightened out now. Thank you for those of you who are patient and hanging in with us. And yeah, this is it, team. Hello and welcome. It is me, certified personal trainer Mary Beth Rockwell, coming to you from the Next Fitness thing. Welcome to the Next Fitness Show, and appreciate. We're live. Tech stuff happens, so thank you again for hanging in. We do appreciate that. We of course are accompanied by the amazing Alexis Craig, our CEO. We'll get that out, and the executive producer of the show. It's been fun, Alexis, today, but we wouldn't be here without you. So thank you for hanging in through the tech stuff. Appreciate you. And say hey, give us a hey if you can. I know you're kind of like, oh, right. It's okay. It's real. It's live. All right. Also real and live with us, special guests we are welcoming back for the second time to the Next Fitness Show. It is the lovely Natalie Sparks, aka TNFT Team Leader Natalie, aka the leader extraordinaire of this very YouTube channel. So Natalie, you rock so hard, and this YouTube channel would not be anywhere near it is without you. And we were just talking earlier when we had the fake show when we couldn't get out because of the tech issue. We're closing in on 500 subscribers right now, which is awesome. And so much of that is due to all the work that you've been doing to get all these fun things up on our channel. So you got some cool things coming up in the pipeline as well. Yeah. So we're very excited to have you with us. And it seems like it's really a labor of love to you. It's just like, you're so just enthusiastic about this. So it's the best. Okay. So thank you, Natalie. We're going to do a little business and then we'll get back to the chat with you. Of course, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. That's one of the things that Natalie and I are going to pound on you a little bit. All right. So if you haven't subscribed, please do like our videos, especially this one right now. Give it a thumbs up and share our videos with those who you think might get something out of them. We like to have fun and be informative at the same time. So I hope that's a fun combo for you. On the show as well, we have our traditional move and stretch of the week. We are going to have a mailbag question that is on the timely side of things because we have a teammate that is about to embark on a really cool trip and wants to know a little bit of something about traveling and working out. So we're going to have a little dip into the mailbag for that. And then tons of stuff on our announcements and things that are to come here at the Next Fitness thing, including the week 3 Recipe Club recipe. Yay. Excited. You can find us at thenextfitnessthing.com, and you can find our Facebook group at facebook.com/group/@thenextfitness. So no at, take two. We're live. Facebook.com/group/the Next Fitness Thing is where you find us on Facebook, or just search us on Facebook. You'll find us there too, frankly. All right. So Natalie, let's get you back in here. You have been on fire and fuego on our YouTube channel. You were telling us something before the show started about how this is personal to you because you're one of our teammates, you work out with everybody else, and it's just like you notice that when you don't get to work out, you're a very crafty person, you're very creative, and you have a little slacking in that department. So that was a huge thing.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, I think anytime that you feel that stress or you feel overwhelmed, I think it's going to be hard to get your brain wrapped around anything, right? But one thing that I notice a lot is that if I am whether it's work or my other, passion, my kind of passion project with my own YouTube channel, one of the challenges I always feel when I'm not exercising on a regular basis, when I'm not eating the right foods, is my brain goes into this fog, and I feel like I can't get anything done. I feel like I can't create. I think my creative block is, many times very much helped when I work out. And I notice that as much on Saturdays more than ever, because that'll be the time when I'm going out with you, Mary Beth.
Yes.
And then as soon as I get back, I'm like, all right, this is what we're going to do to finish up this project.
Boom, there it is.
I very much thank you for that.
I totally relate to what you just said, though, because I had kind of a lull in my workouts because of body stuff. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but this past week I really got on it and got back to business. And yesterday I sat and wrote things for TNFT for like 2 hours straight and like, So it really does matter, getting those brain juices flowing. So that's amazing for you to bring that up. So on the YouTube channel, what are the things that you've bumped up recently so far? We've got your new vlog that is on our YouTube channel. So tell us about how the vlog got started and what all you doing over there, because it's pretty sweet.
So yeah, I'm going to give you just a little highlight because honestly, what I want everybody to do is to go to actually watch it so that you guys can actually see kind of how it all got started. But a long
Yeah.
story short, a lot of it has to do with a conversation I had with my doctor, and it reminded me that I need to do something to stay consistent. And I can't. I guess I struggle with staying consistent if it's not like I start the month and I'm like, okay, like today, November 1st, it's going to be great. I'm going to do great.
Boom.
Like November like 10th happens and I'm like, oh my God, my life. So I
Yeah.
kind of was like in my head, like, what can I do to make this more consistent for myself? So we used to have our Monday morning walks. I kind of started a Sunday reset. So I am like kind of motivating myself, or I'm kind of forcing myself to like sit down for 15 to 20 minutes on Sunday and actually plan out, okay, what is this week going to look like? And like, here's where I'm going to plan my workouts. It's helping. It's not perfect yet, but it's helping. So that's good.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And we give that advice on a fairly regular basis at the Next Fitness Thing is when you got some time over the weekend, sit down, plan out your workouts, do meal prep if you're a meal prepper, and take care of the things when you've got the time. So when you're, you know, running on fumes during the week, that you've got that backup, right? Because it really helps to give you that structure. And I find that, especially with the meal prep, because yeah, my weeks are crazy, but then weekends I do all the cooking. It's like, okay, I have to have that done. And another thing I wanted to chat with you about is Freebie Friday. And how's that been going? It's cool because it's a chance for peeps to win stuff just by checking out our channel. So
It's
how's it
been
been
really
going?
fun. I will say some people who end up getting late were like about 2 weeks behind, and so I apologize for that. Maybe a little more than 2 weeks. Is certain people I have specific things saved for, so I've been like prepping those things and waiting for them to win so that I could actually finish up the project. And I will say, as we head into the very busy holiday season, one thing that's going to shift a little bit, and some people have already received that like kind of newer Freebie Friday thing, is you'll be getting a gift card, which is like it does not expire, to my website where you can order whatever you want. And I always tell them, hey, 30th of the month, everything's 30% off. So wait till that day if you want to. But that'll be probably what it'll shift into as I get into the rest of the year, because that I feel like will allow me to keep pace with all of these winners. So I apologize if
Yeah.
you haven't gotten your stuff yet. It's on its way. And those of you who got those gift cards, feel free to use them whenever.
You have got your hands full and you're juggling a lot, but you're getting it done. And plug your website, by the way, which is
It's sparksofjoystudio.com. So I'll have that. I can add that in later on in the description box for those of you.
sweet. Okay. So one more thing that we are bringing you're all teamed up actually here at the Next Fitness Thing to bring to the YouTube channel is a meditation program. And this is very exciting. This is going to be an on-demand gratitude meditation program. Natalie, fill us in on how the seed for this was planted. And then I was really happy to be a part of this. I was stoked. So
One of the things that I do over here on the Next Fitness Thing is I really am a data tracker. So I'm looking at like what is really helping our channel grow, what is really working for us. And I will tell you, when Melissa started posting those meditation classes, they started out as walk classes. Now they're kind of like an anything kind of class. Those classes like soared, like between those and then the live yogas, which is what Alexis is doing on Tuesday and Thursday evenings. It is just I can tell such a difference. And so I mentioned something to Melissa, and I guess that kind of spiraled into now I believe there's like everybody's going to do it. So I love that because it's going to be great to hear like some of these meditation classes from all the trainers and team leaders that are part of our team, which is awesome.
yeah, and Alexis, we just yesterday came up officially with a name for it. So you could jump in here and give us what the name was. It's going to be lovely,
Oh,
and it's going to
geez,
be
put me
7 days.
on the spot. What's the
Oh, you
name?
forget to.
All I know is
Uh,
it's going to debut the week of Thanksgiving.
okay, great. So be on the lookout. It's going to be populating here on our YouTube channel, and several of us trainers and team leaders here at TNFT are going to be doing meditations, one per 7 days. And it's just a great opportunity as we get into that holiday hustle and bustle, just to kind of be, centered and think about the things that are important in life. So I'm very, very happy to be part of this one too. Natalie, we're going to move on, but hang with us. We're going to be coming to you. If you have anything to chime in, of course, you're welcome to. And how's the chat looking, Alexis? Are we getting some peeps in there, or?
Yeah, they're figuring it out. People
Yay.
finally found their way over here. Nice. LRD just subscribed. Welcome. That's awesome. Nice. Lisa G's in here. Carol says hi. So thank you to you all. And it's great to have you here. Everybody who's new, if you're new to our channel, welcome and thank you. And we hope to see you in class sometime. And
of course, Natalie mentioned Melissa. That's TNFT team leader Melissa, for those of you who aren't aware as well. Hi, Melissa, if you're checking us out. Okay, it's time to move. We're going to move on to our mid-show stretch break. I do this one all the flippin' time because my shoulders and my upper back need this. So you can do it seated. If you want to get up on your feet and do this, you absolutely can. And join in. Just make sure you've got some room around you because you're going to be winging your arms around. It is an arm swing video, all right? And I think it's me on the video. So this is how I do it. Okay. Oh, I hope I don't get dinged for music, a copyright on that. Okay. So shoulders are down, posture's tall, nice and easy, not bringing your arms so far back that you're exaggerating or, jacking up your shoulders or anything. This is meant to help loosen up there. You can keep your elbows a little softer, which means you have a shorter lever to work with, so it's a little less intense. I like to get my big old arm span, my wingspan out nice and wide. And notice I'm alternating which arm is on top as I do this. So each side of your body gets equal time on this one. I seriously, I do this multiple times a day. I do have it, like every single one of my in real life personal training clients do this as well. I love it that much. Alexis and Natalie, come on in and let us know what you're thinking about these arm swings. And I love this move too. For me, I like to do it with my palms facing up. It's not wrong to do it with the palms forward, like what you're doing here. But you can see on the edges where when Mary Beth's in the open position, her palms are forward. I usually do it palms up. That way it kind of packs the shoulders down. So especially if you have any kind of shoulder issues, I would suggest doing palms up at the edges. And really, this is great, especially if you're going to be doing any kind of upper body exercises on that day. It's so good for that. I did today, in fact, yes. All right, Natalie, arm swings. How are you feeling?
I mean, I like them.
I like this.
I think it's really a de-stressor for your shoulders. I don't know. That's how I feel like when I'm in my seat for a long time, it definitely helps.
We often bring in stretches that are geared toward if you're sitting a lot and you're rounded forward. And this always helps me because I'm always trying to open up my chest. And when you're reaching out nice and wide, you get that pectoral opening as well as the fronts of your shoulders. And then that little squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back. Feel that little squeeze for a second. So you get your happy zone range of motion on that one. So that's a quickie, but a goodie. So I hope you enjoy some arm swings early and often. We're going to move on. We are mailbag time, right, Alexis? So we're going to have our move of the week coming up a little bit later on, but we haven't had a mailbag question in a little bit because we've been had a lot going on, but we have one today that is timely because our sendee of this question is about to embark on a cruise. So if you have any questions for us, you can send yours to tnft@thenextfitnessthing.com. And the lovely Carol, we love it when you send in questions. You're always so active in the show. So thank you for this question. And we're so envious that you are going on a cruise very soon. So Carol wrote asking about body weight exercises for staying fit on vacation without a gym. And now Carol's going to be on this cruise ship. She doesn't necessarily want to work out in the gym and not buying the Wi-Fi on the cruise. So it's like, well, you can do some things on your own. And they're the big three exercises. And if anybody asks me, I'm going to be in a hotel room, for example, and I want just a quick workout that it's not going to take a long time. It's not going to take any extra equipment. What are the top things you can do? My big three are squats, bodyweight squats, push-ups, which you can do on a wall, for example, or an elevated surface, and planks. And those hit a little bit of everything. Or if you want to get fancy, maybe some bicycle crunches, because that's like the ultimate abdominal multitasker in my world. But planks are great too for stabilization. That's my top three. Alexis, what are you thinking on this one?
I would
Ian.
say, I love that idea. I would say the other thing you could do is like utilize our workouts that are on YouTube and maybe download them to your phone on the
Yeah,
YouTube app if you
there
can.
you
I'm
go.
not totally positive of how I know I may be
Also a
more.
TV. If there's a TV in the room, most TVs in hotel rooms have access to YouTube. Just saying.
Good
Aha,
point.
yeah.
Good point. Good point. So if you can do that, I would say that's an option too. So you could go on our YouTube channel. As far as just like if you want to work out on your own, I would honestly say explore the ship, walk all
Yeah.
around, go up and down the stairs, and then even do step ups and things like that. I would do some push ups on the railings here and there, all
Mm-hmm.
around, and just have a little adventure. And I kind of call it like, I don't know, parkour workout or something. I'm not expecting you're going to run around going parkour, parkour, but maybe you are. But
Bouncing off things. Go get
but
it, Carol.
I think it's just like use the environment. Go swimming, like go bounce around in the pool and practice your pull. Because what you really want to do is do some pushing, some pulling, some squats, maybe some lunges, planks, right? And so if you can just use your environment to do those things and make it an adventure, especially as you're exploring the ship, that's what I'd say.
I'm so glad you brought up the pool because water workouts are amazing because when you're doing movement in water, the water provides resistance that you don't get when you're doing it on land, for example, or on the deck of the ship.
Yep.
So I've done physical therapy and when water exercise on the recommendation of a doctor, it's amazing. So if you haven't done that, it's very safe on your joints. You're not going to pound anything. So that's a winner chicken dinner right there, or tofu for the vegans. Natalie, how about you? Do you travel a fair amount, right? So what do you tend to do on your vacation workouts, or
I
do
don't
you
really
just not?
travel that often. I will say that we tend to, as far as like what exercises I would do, I think like the planks would be something that I would probably use more, the squats. And then I always try to find a place where I can walk or move around in that regard. So it is a little
Yeah.
hard because I got younger kids, so it's not always as easy to get any kind of workout done because usually I do that when they're all sleeping.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're chasing them anyway, right? Most of the time. So that's a workout in itself.
Right. And like
Okay.
on a cruise, I'd say pick the active excursion so that you get your workout built in that
Yeah.
way too. I know there's other factors going on with like who you're going with and where you're going, all that kind of stuff. And in the
Sure.
chat, RD Sharon B is saying bring bands. I think that's a great idea to bring some
Mm-hmm.
resistance bands. They don't take that much space in your suitcase, and then
Yeah.
you can play with that too. Good idea.
Sure. And if you happen to own a suspension trainer, that's something you can easily throw into your luggage as well and do an exercise routine that way too. And Alexis and I especially are big fans of those. So just floating that out there. Carol did have one more side question here. How many reps or seconds to count? Should she be wrapped up in that or just, Alexis, you're nodding. So go ahead and
I
chime in
mean,
here.
I have mixed feelings on this. I would say you're always safe to do 3 sets of 10. That's like the standard is 3 sets of 10. I usually like to do somewhere in the 10 to 15 range of things, and
Same.
do 4 sets. But like honestly, 3 sets of 10 is the default. The other thing you could do that I tend to find is fun is to just pick one exercise and do 50. So that's what I like to do. It's challenging. It's hard by the end. You don't have to remember how many sets you've done. You just like pick one exercise and do count to 50 with it, even if you need to kind of make it easier because you're going to do 50 of them.
Yeah. I love all of those ideas. So, Carol, I hope we've given you some food for thought. I would say plank, you mentioned seconds, like try for a 30-second plank. If you can do that, you're a rock star. So, okay, we're going to move on because we got lots of stuff to get to, and we've already gotten a late start because of our tech stuff. So let's get moving here. We have our move of the week now. Literally, we're going to get moving. And this next video, this is a move that comes up in our TNFT classes occasionally, and there are some ways that we can maybe improve things. There are ways that you can make it your own. We're going to show you multiple videos for this next move of various parts of this combination exercises. So you're working multiple body parts at the same time, basically. This is called a snatch. And this is going to be, we're going to show you, are we showing Rosie's video first? Yes. So this is Rosie. And this is a single arm snatch. So what she's doing, she has the weight in between her feet. You could also place it up on an elevated surface like a coffee table or something if going to the floor is not right for you for whatever reason. Sit down into your squat, alternating hands. Now, this can be this up motion here that Rosie's doing. If you've got shoulder issues, that might be a little intense for you. So the option that I give in class when this exercise comes up is to you're zipping the weight up the front of you. Either way you're doing this. So if you're doing the overhead snatch, you're going here and then zipping overhead. This is the option. This is a squat at the bottom. So that's just part of this video, but the high pull would be your alternating option on this one. So rather than going all the way overhead, if that doesn't feel right on your shoulders, you're just stopping right in front of your sternum, right underneath your chin, and keeping the weights as close to the front of you as possible, moving around any things that you need to move around, obviously. So, okay, Alexis, I know you have thoughts on this one, so come on in here.
I have a lot of thoughts on this one. So, okay, I do think that doing a high pull is a good option here because it's the first part of the snatch. So if you're watching what Mary Beth is doing, she's dragging the weights up the front of the body. And here I can go back to the Rosie video so you can see where that is. So right here, high pull on the way up, right?
So if you were to pause,
high pull, and then
in
she
front
just
of her,
keeps going
that's it.
on the way up. So I think that's great. Now, the truth is, at least from my perspective, it's very challenging to teach a snatch. It's a very advanced move.
Mm-hmm.
This is a high level weightlifting move. So honestly, a lot of trainers do not even do this move properly. The general idea of doing a snatch is that you start at the very bottom and you bring the weight all the way up to the very top with momentum of the hip drive in one movement. Like the weight keeps going up the entire time.
Down all the way. Yep.
So I brought a video of what an actual snatch looks like so that
now,
we
don't
can
get intimidated by this, by the way. If you see this and you're like, I'm never in a million years going to be able to do that, we don't expect everybody to be able to do it because it is an advanced move, but we just want to show you this for reference.
And we're not doing it with a barbell in class. I'm just showing you what a snatch actually is, so that because I think that it gets a little lost in translation in class. So this is what an actual snatch looks like. You start at the bottom, you drive your hips. Sorry, this is slow motion. Drive your hips. The weight's going up. You drop under the bar and catch it.
Oh.
So the
like
cues
we said
to the snatch are dip, drive, re-dip, and catch. So check. Dip, drive, and then he drops his body under the bar and catches it at the top before he stands up.
Yeah. Now, some of you are thinking, my knees are not going to handle that. I'm the same way. So I would not do that little jump at the bottom, but you can make it your own. We always encourage our peeps. You never have to do exactly what's on the demo video. We just wanted to show you that for reference, and that where the power really comes from your hips on that one. That is one thing that I do say in class whenever that video comes up. It's like drive from your hips. That's where that power comes from. Natalie, have you done these snatches in class, and how do you feel about them? Loaded question.
I have, and I'm okay with these ones. I don't mind anything that's my arm weights and things like that are good. If you guys have me doing push-ups, I get a little bit more like, so.
One thing too, as well, often I will see somebody lift the weight overhead and then their elbows just kind of like here. That's really tough to stabilize your shoulder, and as Alexis called it, pack your shoulder. So you really need to almost, if not completely, lock out your elbow. Very rarely do I ask people to lock out joints, but that's one where I would make an exception, because otherwise it's going to be a lot tougher to keep that weight overhead. So zip it up, lock your elbow, pull it down, zip it up, lock your elbow, pull it down. So those are some handy tips that we hope you can make use of. Anything else on that one? Because we got tons
I would
of
just
stuff.
say make sure it doesn't hurt. And
yes, that's bottom line right there.
If you're going all the way to the bottom to the top, good. That's a good motion to practice. It may or may not truly be a snatch. Just being like a fitness nerd, just saying. It may not really be a snatch, but it's okay.
Yeah. All right. So that Carol again, or no, that was not Carol. So we already took care of Carol. We love you, Carol. But move of the week, your snatch, now that we know how to do that roughly. Okay. And your version thereof that works for you and your body. Okay. Okay. We got a deep pool of announcements to dive in here too. So the number one thing is it is week 3 of the TNFT Recipe Club. By the way, did you know it is free to join our recipe club? And we've had some takers on that, and it's growing, and it's awesome because I'm in it. Alexis, I know you're in it now. And Natalie, you're in it too. Yeah.
Yep.
So we have some highlights from the week 2 recipe that we just did. And Alexis, if you want to call this up, this was yum. This one got really, really good reviews. So this is curried coconut pumpkin soup, and there are optional apple grilled cheese dippers for the soup. So this was ridiculously good. There's RD Sharon B, who is our recipe club mastermind, doing her prep. There's her grillies, and that's the finished product. How could you turn your nose up on that? Here's Natalie's. All right, sweet. Natalie chowing down. Rightly so. Trainer Casey got in on this as well. I put my spin on it. There's me. And Carol is in there too. Oh, this looks so good. And Nancy got in it too. Donna D as well. And there's Alexis getting it done in the kitchen. Heck yes. There's the finished product. Love it. So now y'all the cool thing about this recipe club is you can make swaps. I added a little extra, I added some tofu to my soup because I just like the texture of the tofu in the soup was blended. Some people didn't blend the soup, and that was okay too. It's still just as yummy. So you can totally tweak these recipes, add in things, take out things according to your preferences. Natalie, what did you think of this meal? I was like,
He absolutely loved it. My husband
yeah,
is obsessed with this recipe club. Like
I'm
it's
definitely
so
making it
delicious.
again. Yes. Alexis, how'd it go for
I
you?
ate it I had it 2 nights in a row, which I wouldn't normally do, but it was so good. I didn't blend mine. I just like left all the chunks in there, and I kind of
Yeah.
liked it better that way. But like,
Yeah, you can
it was
totally do
so
that.
good. It was super good.
I literally ate mine 5 nights in a row. It was that good, and I can't wait to make it again.
Wish I had enough.
Sharon, well done. Great suggestion on the week 2 recipe. So now we're moving on to week 3. And by the way, those photos came from the community bulletin board that we have set aside specially for the TNFT Recipe Club. So that's where you can send in your photos and your results and let us know how things went for you. Here's week 3. Doesn't this look beautiful? This is a sweet potato power bowl with lemon tahini drizzle. So there's the prep part on the left, and there's the finished product on the right. And this is one of those, again, where you can totally swap ingredients just so it feels right to you. There are multiple grain options underneath. It's just like, yeah, mix and match. Absolutely. You could put there's tofu in Sharon's photo there. You could use chicken, you could use any beans or anything. There's beans in there as well. So yeah, I think I might do what am I going to do on this one? I might do some chicken on this one because my hubs kind of likes the meat, but we did the vegetarian one last time, so I got to throw him a bone every once in a while. But so to speak. So if you have not joined us yet, please do go to thenextfitnessthing.com/recipe club. I mentioned it's free to join. Don't need to pay a penny to sign up. You go get the ingredients on your own time. You cook it on your own time. We gather together on next week's Next Fitness Show and we review what we did on week 3. And then we launch the week 4 recipe, which is the final week, right? So get in on it. It's not too late though. Okay.
And
Yummy,
RD
yummy,
Sharon
yummy.
B is in the chat saying
Yay.
This recipe is designed to use up the veggies that you might have procured in previous weeks. So if you bought stuff for week 1 and week 2 and it's still chilling in your fridge, this is your chance to get it in there.
I am anti-food waste, so I am all on board for that, Sharon. Well done. Okay. Next up, as we continue through our announcements, we have True Crime Walk with TNFT team leader Anna coming up this Sunday, November 3rd, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. And this is a chance for the true crime fans to get together and talk about all the latest and greatest. And look what we have now. We have a True Crime Walk shirt. Isn't that adorable? For the true crime heads, you got the True Crime Walk virtual classes, real mysteries on the left, and on the back side, I love it. I'm walking to establish my alibi. So that is available in our merch store, merch.thenextfitnessthing.com. That is brand new, so check that out and go solve some mysteries. All right. And then the next thing we have for you is this coming Monday will be the first Monday of November. That means it's Goals Walk time. Yay! So Goals Walk is an opportunity for you to show up for a 25-minute, no pressure, no goal walk class or cardio class of whatever type you like to do. And then we give you advice on how to craft goals for the following month. Natalie, you addressed this earlier when you were talking about getting onto your consistency habit. And how you know it benefits you, right? So it helps to kind of craft that at the start of the month.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do love the goals walk. I think I have a harder time like keeping with it the full month. So that's my big goal is to like maintain, which is what the Sundays are about. But I do love it. It's really awesome. I recommend everybody check it out if you have not done so already.
Yes, so check it out, and everybody's welcome to join that one. And there was something else I was going to say about that. Oh yeah, we're coming up again on the holidays, and it's one of those things where a lot of people are going to say, my goal is to just get through the holidays with a sane mind and a healthy body, right? So maybe you want to dip into that with us. So you can check that out as well. It's on our live class schedule if you remember. And if you're not a member, you can join us too. Go to our website, nextfitnessthing.com/goalswalk, and check that out. Okay. Next up, we have the November Book Club. We just had the October version. Now it's Casey's turn. Trainer Casey is handling the November edition of the TNFT Walking Book Club. Happens every month. And this month it's going to be the Sunday before Thanksgiving. So that's going to be Sunday, November 24th. As always, 1 p.m. Pacific time. This month's book selection is Firekeeper's Daughter. And now November is Native American Heritage Month. And Alexis, you have some backstory on why this book was chosen, right? So.
Yes,
I think so. Yes. Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't ready to push on mute. This this book is it's like a Native American characters in this book. So,
yeah. So
I haven't read it yet, but I just am getting started on it. I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So if you want to find out anything about how to get the book, future titles, future dates for future book club walks, you can go to the nextfitnessthing.com/book club. All right. Moving on. Our next community event, speaking of this Native American Heritage Celebration Walk. Alexis, you're going to be leading this one, and everybody can join this one. Our community events that we do monthly are always open to everybody. So Alexis, take it away.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. I've been personally really learning more about Native American heritage. And so I am just really excited to be for the honor of holding this walk. And yeah, it'll be really sweet. So mark your calendar. Yes. I know we have several weeks before this still, but.
Yeah, November 17th. That is a Sunday, 7 a.m. Pacific time with Alexis, and I will be there as a participant. I always show up for those community walks because they're always great. And each one has a different emphasis and a different theme, and it's just a lot of fun, and everybody gets together and hangs. So the nextfitnessthing.com/NA Heritage, as in Native American Heritage. That's where you go to get the direct info from us. And then we'll see you on November 17th. These will also be recorded for the replay library as well, as will Goals Walk, as will the True Crime Walk, as will the book club. So they all get recorded for later taking. And then I think we have one more thing to do. And Natalie, the queen, we have 2 more things to do. Excuse me. We have extended our deadline for the hurricane relief fundraiser walk that we did a couple of weeks ago. We've bumped our total up. We are nearing our $500 goal. Some peeps chipped in for Be Loved Asheville. So we're up to $420. We'd love by the end of the weekend to get up over that $500 goal, team. So if you have anything to spare, please head to the nextfitnessthing.com/hurricane relief. That is to benefit the peeps on the ground in North Carolina who are helping those in the path of Hurricane Helene. Hurricane Milton did some damage as well. So we're sending love to all those people there. All right. And now, Natalie, the queen of Freebie Friday. I think it's time. Yay. So Natalie, just give everybody, in case they're not familiar, the lowdown on how Freebie Friday works. And then we're going to find out who wins this week.
All you have to do is comment on any video, whether it be live here like we are today, or any short that is on our channel, and you are automatically entered into this Freebie Friday raffle.
And Natalie takes great care with these prizes. So you're going to get something really, really cool. So Alexis, do we have the wheel? Are we ready to find out who wins?
We're ready.
Yay, let's do it. Let's spin that wheel. Here it goes. Here it goes. And I got to get better sound effects for that wheel. All right. And we have landed on Jose Carlos. Thank you for checking us out. I believe you're new to us, so welcome and congratulations. You are our Freebie Friday winner, and Natalie's going to be in touch with you to get your prize. And nice to have you on board. What a nice way for you to join us and find out about the Next Fitness Thing. Sweet. All right, one quick reminder before we go. This is actually 2 things before we go. I'm going to slide in one as well. This is the return to standard time this week. So Sunday or Saturday night, technically Sunday morning, 2 a.m. for those of you who observe standard time. Yeah, the clock goes back. We fall back. So turn it back an hour. I just do mine before I go to bed, so I don't want to mess with it. And then love that more things are electronic and they do them automatically. So that helps too. But remember that so you're not off kilter on Sunday's schedule. And then one more thing I wanted to mention, we are all of different stripes politically, but here in America, we've got Election Day coming up this Tuesday. So if you've not voted, it matters not to me. Well, it does, but I'm not going to say anything. It matters that you vote. Okay, so make your voice heard. And if you haven't done that, you still got time. All right, and I'm climbing down off my soapbox now. Okay, are we ready to wrap this up? Are we good? All right, so I think so. Okay, so thank you again to everybody who checked in with us live. Thank you everybody watching the recording, and find us if you haven't already at thenextfitnessthing.com. Jose Carlos did, and he wins something. So there you go. And facebook.com/groups/thenextfitnessthing. Natalie, one more time, jump on screen, give us your handle where people can find you, and your personal as well as like what you're doing with us.
You can find me at Sparks of Joy Studio. So that's my handle over here on YouTube, also on Instagram, Sparks of Joy Studio.
Yay. And Alexis, thank you. You rock. And thank you for persevering through the tech stuff.
Thank you to everybody
appreciate you so much.
the chat for finding us, even though we had a tech issue at the beginning. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we got a 10-minute late start, but I think we made it work for you. So high fives to get us on out of here. Boom. Thank you for giving it back to me, Natalie. That rocks. And I can just imagine people that are watching right now are giving me that high five too, even though I can't see you. That would be awesome as well. All right, let's play it out. Let's go out for our weekend, which is going to be 1 hour shorter. Remember, if you're turning your clock back. So one more little reminder there. All right. And I think that's it. Did I get everything? Yeah. Okay. I'm waiting for the theme music. There we go. Okay. Getting ready. There it is. Okay. That's it. All right, we're dancing now together. Everybody better be dancing. Or whatever this is. Woo! Catch you next week, team. Bye.